face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. D. Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. Throwing on second and 14. Mariota. The throw taken in by Sims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is out quickly to the right.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Left side here to Sanders. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action. Mariota. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for Adam D as they score a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Hakeem Butler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
This Washington 34, 49ers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one.
Yo, that nigga was holding fucking Samuel the whole way down the
field.
field.
The deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. Hey, run. 65, 65.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.